Both Ecuador and Chile have seen intense anti-government protests. The demonstrations began after the presidents in each country made economic announcements, which in turn sparked a massive public outcry. But there are protests with similar motives happening all over the world as well. Lebanon, Iran, Iraq, Colombia. Many of the crises stand out for being the most severe periods of turmoil in at least a decade. So, what do all these protests have in common? Experts say the answer may be inequality. People around the world are rising up against the growing gap between the rich or political elite and the poor. After all, many of those protesting are people who have long felt shut out of the wealth of their countries. In at least 4 cases, a rise in price for a key service had proven the final straw. In Ecuador, that final straw was rising petrol prices. In Iran, gas prices were also the tipping point that got people outside and on the streets. In Lebanon, it was a tax on internet calls, like those made via WhatsApp. In Chile, a 3.75% fare hike was announced for the public transit system. Here's what Chile's metro stations look like following that announcement. A slowing global economy and a youth bulge in many countries has produced a new generation that's frustrated. According to the International Labor Organization, 44% of young people of working age are either unemployed or working jobs that don't pay enough to escape poverty. And an increase in youth unemployment is one of the best predictors of social unrest.
مشروعة ووطنية بدون أي مسميات طائفية أو حزبية أو مناطقية. مطالبنا واضحة اللي مثل ما تشوف قدامك. إحنا ليش الصناعة العراقية متوقفة؟ شنو السبب؟ وليش البطالة منتشرة بالعراق؟ بلد غني، بلد نفطي، بلد صناعي، بلد زراعي، بلد تجارة. ليش الشباب قاعدة على الطاولة؟
No hay que bajar los brazos y hay que seguir viniendo, hay que seguir manifestándose porque no hemos conseguido absolutamente nada y además sigue la represión.
نحن ليه بنختلف عن غير أجيال؟ لأن غير أجيال ضلهم بهالنظام 30 سنة وضلهم ما انتفضوا، بس طفح الكيل. يعني لما نجي نصرخ نحن قاطعين بالكافيات عم نقول يا شعب اللي بالكافيات طلعوا خلص بكفي، لأنه عن جد بكفي. 30 سنة نحن ما فينا بقى نتحمل، ونحن جيلنا اللي بده ياكلها بالنهاية.
Citizens worldwide continue to feel disillusioned with unresponsive governments, while activists are sure that street action is the only way to force change.